Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So today we'll be playing again a9c China, and I wanted to do another video where just talking about stuff, not really anything specific, even though I have a main topic for this video. The main topic is graphics and what is it? I forgot the term. Optimization, yeah, which is a pretty big deal. Of course, kind of ironic since I'm playing a 9 China, which is kind of lacks optimization, but it's not really about a9 China. It's more about ALU. Since during the last week or so, I tried to play with my main account on my laptop. Since 2 weeks ago, I linked it there. With the AP games, but he just touched me like that. Any KD, great. But yeah, I linked the account on my laptop, and my laptop isn't that great, but I find that after just a little bit, it kind of starts to lag a lot, especially in some tracks, and it's kind of a problem because it ruins the races, and same goes for phone. After a while it overheats. There is one thing that I always thought was kind of weird in a9c. There was always something that I didn't really understand why, but if you have played a9c, you know that there is the graphic options. You have 4 main options, at least it used to be 4. After a little, in an update they changed it a little bit, but they used to be 4. It was low graphics, medium, high, 4 options, and it would actually change the graphics a lot. It will be actually change the graphic tiers. I call them tiers, but basically in a9c you will change very little, especially on Android. Windows always had some more options. Now on ALU we also have a big variety of options on Android, but that's not the point. The thing is that you never could really change the graphics, the graphic tiers, even on Windows. You could change to the lowest settings, but it still wouldn't really change to a or lower tier. It's hard to explain, but if you take the gameplay of my Samsung A12, you will see that add graphics that look really bad, kind of way less colorful. And if you took my S20 my gameplay on the Samsung S20, you will see that they were way different, and I have the lowest setting on the S20. So that is kind of the easiest comparison, because even if I would change the graphics to make it higher or lower, I wouldn't still be able to reach the graphic tier that at the A12. You couldn't actually change the graphic tiers. You will basically just, I think, changing particles, effects and stuff of the tier you were in, but you couldn't actually change, you understood. But if you check some a9c gameplay, you could actually change the whole tier of graphics. You could go from top to the lowest. It didn't matter if it was a low device or a good device. The graphics weren't based on the device you were playing. You could actually change. It was dependent on which setting you were using, and I don't understand why whenever we were never able to change this setting on a9c, we were also limited, very limited, and that leads to lag on higher end devices. If I were to use if I were to play ALU with without the lower resolution setting, with the Samsung app, I would lag extremely easy. Like in a matter of minutes, the phone would overheat because I can't choose to use an actual lower graphic tier, which again, I never understood why. But since I also want to talk about optimization, they've done a pretty good job over the time when they released optimization updates. Nothing to say about those, but there's one thing is that they don't always do those, and I think that like an optimization update for every game, it will be healthy to have like one each year, maybe during summer when it's hot, because without a gaming fan, to cool the phone down, the phone can get really cool. But it's not all about the phone. It can also be for low-end computers, But I think an optimization update every summer will be a pretty good thing. I know it's not probably it costs to do, and they aren't really gaining from it, but I think it would be healthy for the game to run smoothly and have that kind of update every year, especially during those hot days of summer. That was mostly the main point, of this video, thinking about the graphics. Other minor things, we're now week 3 of the linked special event in ALU. Also, this will be the last race before I have to put the phone down to cool. It's already kinda lagging. And this car wasn't rebalanced in China, I think, so it still has the old drift, which isn't great. Oh, it's laggy, the car selection is kinda mid, and in clowny mode, imagine. But in ALU there is now the Team Pursuit, but I didn't really wanna do it because the Porsche, even though there is the Porsche GT3 RS, which I love that car, it's just at 4 stars, like 3.6k rank, so it isn't great, and it's kinda takes a lot for just one race of Team Pursuit. So I don't really want to make a whole lot of those videos, since you guys don't even seem to enjoy them that much, so it doesn't really make sense. Oh, 63 points, that's quite a bit. I have to let the phone cool. Alright, back after a while. As we was talking about the the cars. There is one of the week 3 of the linked event. There is the Porsche GT3 RS special event, which features the Lambo SC63, the previous one, of course, of the previous event, I mean. And I don't remember the other 2 cars too much. But that's bad. Oh, bad track for this car. Bad track. I forgot to mention, I try to keep a higher volume of the game, so listening to the previous recording. Come on, what a mess up. Listening to the previous recording, I think now you should be fine. It's not too hard to hear the in-game audio cars. Oh, I thought I was going to get KD'd. That's lucky. Can I? Alright. We might struggle in these turns, but the first place is another Mackie, the Mustang. There really isn't much to talk about. Not not a lot of events. There was the Formula event, which had really bad drop rate for the key. I didn't get the key, of course, both on China, Aspan9 and ALU. I didn't get the key, but the tokens were nice. I didn't really count them or anything, but the packs were the same as the Aspan9 China event, so a chance of getting like 38 tokens, which is nice. Here again we gain I gain a lot of points, 51, which doesn't really matter for MP1, but that's fine. So this is probably going to be the last race. I was recording another one, but yeah, I kinda fumbled while I tried to speak, you know. It was on the Singapore track, which still looks really cool in the old A9 graphics. Unfortunately, A9 China will soon get, well, at some point we'll get the Unite update just for the graphics. So hopefully they don't mess up the optimization. But yeah, aside from that, there is going to be a... Are you serious? Why trying to run me for no reason? Oh yeah, aside from that, yeah, we'll probably be making in the next videos. There should be the event for the Tower coming at some point during in the next 2 weeks. The Orchid bounty for the Tower here in A9 China. So I should be able to unlock it, and maybe I think I'll make a video kinda like Artem Notes video. If you know that YouTuber, you know, he also makes A9 China videos, not really ALU. But yeah, I was thinking that if I can get to Legend League in a season after I unlock the Tower, I can make a video testing it at 1 star, you know. It's just a bit different than normal ALU, you know, the physics. But yeah, this was the last race. Decent time season, you know. Chimera is fun. Those kings of the class, they aren't too bad, aside from the Mustang, which is kinda wide. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the races. The yap. Maybe you can share the video, you know. I don't really like to ask these things. I never asked it in almost any video, but I've seen that recently the views dropped a little bit, so maybe you can consider sharing the video if you want. So I would appreciate it. So yeah, see you guys in another video.